Tonight we explore the story of the Beast of Gévaudan, based on actual events that took place in the Gevaudan region of France between 1764 and 1767. It is the fountainhead for all werewolf legends.
Between 1764 and 1767, a huge beast terrorized the population in an 80-kilometer square area of southeastern France. It was described as being as big as a calf, with a huge maw full of razor-sharp teeth, and in a 3-year period, it killed more than 100 people. And if you think that this is just a myth or a legend, it is not. There were dozens of witnesses. The attacks were well documented. Whatever it was something real.
Good evening, denizens of the dark and curious wanderers of the arcane. I am Ambrose Ironwood, your harbinger of horror. Tonight I shall guide you through the labyrinth of dread that weaves its way through the Margeride Mountains into the depths of the historical region of Gevaudan, France. This is the tale of the Beast of Gévaudan, a mystery soaked in blood, myth, and eternal fear. The heir of Gevaudan turned foul on June 30th, 1764, when 14-year-old Jeanne Boulet fell victim to an abomination. She was tending her sheep near the village of Les Hubacs, a tranquil setting that would become the stage for the macabre. Jeanne was not just mauled, she was ravaged, her throat torn out in a vicious act of overkill. Her lifeless body told a tale of a monster, with fangs capable of crushing bones and rending flesh asunder. Within mere months, by the time the first snowfall threatened in December of 1764, over 30 souls were lost. Children, women, and even stout-hearted men fell prey to the creature.
As 1764 progressed, more and more attacks were reported across the region. Terror gripped the populace, with tales of the beast repeatedly preying on unwary people as they tended their livestock, chomping deep into their head and neck.
The descriptions were terrifyingly consistent. A wolf-like monster, larger than any known wolf, with fur as dark as midnight, and eyes that glowed like hellfire.
The beast attacked dozens of more people in the coming months. It would often attack people that were alone in the field watching flocks or herds, but it also came into towns and took victims mere feet from their own doorsteps. It favored attacking the head, and most of the victims that were found had their throats torn out. Sometimes it would carry the bodies away, and virtually all of the bodies were at least partially eaten.
King Louis XV could ignore the terror no longer. By February of 1765, he dispatched professional wolf hunters Jean-Charles Marc-Antoine Vommela de Neval and his son Jean-François. They arrived in Clermont-Ferrand with 8 bloodhounds, trained to hunt wolves and the blessing of the royal court. Despite their royal backing, the de Nevals were left floundering in the misty forests, the beast eluding their grasp at every turn.
When the attacks continued despite their efforts, the de Nevals were replaced in June of 1765 by François Antoine, the king's primary lieutenant of the hunt.
Antoine killed a large wolf near Chazes on September 21st, 1765. The carcass was sent to the court in Versailles, but alas, the attacks continued.
The beast continued to terrorize the region clear until June of 1767, when a large hunt was organized by a local nobleman and a local farmer named Jean Chastel shot another huge wolf. The attack stopped, and so it was assumed that that was the Beast of Gévaudan, and Jean Chastel was a local hero.
With a bullet he claimed to have smelted and blessed in the Abbey of Chazes, he killed a creature. Reports suggest that upon autopsy, the stomach of the slain beast contained the remains of its last victim.
An autopsy of the animal revealed human remains inside, and the animal had non-wolf characteristics as described by witnesses.
Was it the end? Well, my friends, that depends on what you believe. Skeptics claim that the beast was nothing more than a pack of wolves, or perhaps a wolf-dog hybrid trained by none other than Jean Chastel himself. But would wolves or mere hybrids display such cunning, such malice? Or was it more likely a case of lycanthropy, or werewolfism, And so the tale persists, each telling a drop in the ocean of folklore that surrounds the Beast of Gévaudan, the first werewolf. A creature, or perhaps a man, that defies explanation to this very day. When you wander under the pale moonlight, far removed from the sanctuary of hearth and home, remember this tale. For in the spaces between the known and the unknown, dread realities linger. This is Ambrose Ironwood, your eternal sentinel in the pursuit of the unexplainable, bidding you farewell until we meet again in the outer realm.